With the NBA Finals wrapping up and the NFL season not starting for a couple months, baseball takes center stage in the hobby. I'm Frank from Trove, and this is Hobby Hunters, where we help you find sports card treasure on PWCC. And with PWCC's June premiere auction ending on June 16th, these are the stories behind 3 of the top baseball cards you need to be watching. And to get things started, the history of baseball cards can't be told without the T206 set. Baseball cards started surfacing in packs of cigarettes in the late 1800s, as they acted as a stiffener so the cigarettes didn't get crushed, and they served as an advertisement for these tobacco companies. But nothing compares to the T206 set. These cards were produced between 1909 and 1911, and they're the premier pre-war baseball card. The American Tobacco Company controlled the industry at the time, and they included one T206 card in each of their pack of cigarettes for all the different cigarette brands they owned. This is why when you look at the back of these cards, sometimes it says Piedmont, sometimes it says Sweet Caporal, and there were 16 different brands that were producing T206 cards. And there's one card that stands above the rest in this set, the Honus Wagner. It holds the record for being the most expensive sports card sale of all time, as an SGC3 sold for $6.6 million last summer. The story goes that Wagner didn't want to promote tobacco products to kids, so he pulled himself from production, but about 60 copies of this card did still get into circulation. And there are articles that have been found that show that kids did love playing with these cards, but the Honus Wagner wasn't the only card that was loved. PWCC has an incredible Ty Cobb ending on this June auction, but what I'm looking at is the Christy Matthewsons. The Baseball Hall of Fame inducted their first class in 1936, which included Babe Ruth, Walter Johnson, Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, and Christy Matthewson. Matthewson has 3 different T206 cards, a black cap, a white cap, and a portrait card, and PWCC has a copy of each ending on this auction. If we look at the white cap in particular, this is one of only 12 PSA 8 copies. There's only 2 PSA 9s and 0 PSA 10s, and the fact that there's any of these cards that have surfaced in a high grade after they were released over 110 years ago is truly incredible. And next, let's jump to the 1950s and the bubblegum era, because this 1952 Topps Jackie Robinson is an incredible card to watch. 1952 Topps was released in 6 series, and this last series was cards number 311 and onward, which included the iconic Mickey Mantle and Jackie Robinson cards. When Series 1 dropped, it was the spring and kids were really excited about it, but by the time Series 6 was ready, it was the fall and kids were more focused on football at the time, so these packs didn't sell incredibly well. And fast forward to 1960, and Topps had hundreds of these high number cases sitting in their warehouse in Brooklyn. They were unable to sell these cards, so they put them on a garbage barge and they were dumped into the Atlantic Ocean, with thousands of Mickey Mantles and Jackie Robinson cards being lost forever. This card is incredibly hard to find at a high grade. There's only 44 PSA 8s, 11 PSA 9s, and no PSA 10s. This isn't Jackie's rookie cards, but it's his first Topps card, which is incredibly significant. And lastly, a baseball card that's going to get tons of headlines this summer is the 1993 SP Foil Derek Jeter rookie card. This is his iconic rookie card, and even though these packs were widely distributed, it's nearly impossible to find a PSA 10 because of the foil surface, and this is why there's only 21 PSA 10 copies in existence. In the spring of 2020, Michael Jordan cards caught on fire because ESPN dropped the Last Dance documentary, which provided tons of media attention and nostalgia. And if you remember, during this time, in only a couple months, Michael Jordan's 86 Fleer rookie card at PSA 10 jumped from $40,000 to over $90,000. And with an ultra rare PSA 10 copy of this card ending on PWCC's June premiere auction, it's going to be very interesting to see what collectors are willing to pay for it, knowing this documentary is dropping next month. So that wraps it up for today's episode. Make sure you guys go check out PWCC, head to their website, head to their app. You can check out all these auctions, bid on them, not just this premiere auction, but they also have weekly auctions as well where you guys can buy and sell cards. Drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys next week.